Hey everyone, today I'm going to be showing you how to illustrate and doodle up swords. So with doodles, it'll be pretty basic, but we'll be doing swords of all shapes and sizes. And then at the end, I'll be putting it into practice by adding it to a postcard doodle. And I've got a little gag for that, so I hope you enjoy it. I'll show it to you as I get started on the doodling and the sketching. But today I'm going to be using a Pilot Precise V5. It's one of my favorite pens. I tend to carry one wherever I go. And yeah, let's see what we do. Hope you like it, and I'll see you on the other side. Thanks. Okay, this first little bit is just kind of show you the parts of the sword. We've got the pommel, just the little ball on the end, the hilt where you hold, the guard to keep enemy's blade from slicing your hand, and then the blade. So it's really just kind of a plus sign. And what I wanted to show you is that once you have those basic elements in a real basic sword, you can really kind of go do whatever you want. Change up the cross guard, add a little bit more extra detail, add some wrapping to the hilt, put in some choppy things to the blade, serrations. Choppy things are fine though, perfectly fine though. Add a little bit of detail to the hilt, to the guard. Maybe a little eyeball. One in the pommel. And then you don't have to keep things straight. Make it curved a little bit. Put some serrations in. Really just make it what you want. What fits your character. What fits the genre. So here's my quick take on a samurai sword. Slightly curved. Only the one side of the blade, only the one blade is sharp. And this is kind of now that I'm looking at it, this nice little backward saber. The hand guard should go towards the curve. Otherwise, it's not going to work. And then you want to keep things symmetrical, but as I was drawing this one side got a little bit bigger than the other, so I just kind of kept going. I think that's important while you're doodling. Don't worry about the problems. Like here's this big sword that all of a sudden is going over to the other ones. My angles are wrong. I think the important thing with the doodle is that you're just getting your ideas on paper. And I think, for me at least, I want it to be as fast as possible. This is going to be this wooden training sword, but I don't know if it was completely successful at making it look like it's wood. And then if your dimensions are a little bit different, this could be a little dagger, some gladii, this kind of skinny sword. Put some ridges in it, but if you had a sword like that, it would probably break right there. Think. Which could probably be a problem if you're fighting with it. A little handguard. This one I did it right, I guess. Those waveforms might be an issue. But if it's fantasy, you know, if it looks it looks cool, that's the best. So this guy's gonna be made out of fire. A little bit of detail. Now I've got 3 real basic swords, and the difference would be that I want to show that there's magic. So this is just it's glowing, shining. It'd be like Bilbo's sting, where it glows with the goblins around. This guy, I wanted it to kind of look like it was going to be dripping some kind of black ichor of a power. So it's maybe the necromantic sword. Maybe it's blood. You have to quench its thirst. This one's going to be explosive power. Like thundering. Good resources are to look at old comics and see what kind of like power effects they've used. This guy's gonna be on fire. Give you an extra couple of D6. Set somebody on fire. And this one is ice. I thought it looked better upside down since the icicles drip down. So all of this is going to be for the postcard, and so I didn't want to do this quick doodle of this girl swinging a sword. Big ass swords, keeping people at a distance since they were made of wood and shaped like sticks. T-shirt. I don't know what parents giving their kid a sword, but good job. Winning. So that's the basics. If you have any questions, let me know. Glad to answer them. Okay, there you have the sketching. Kind of just a basic variety of swords going on here. And so now I'm going to show you how to put that into some use by getting it set up on a postcard as the doodle featuring the tagline I came up with. So I'm going to be using my Tentacle D20 postcard design, and then get this going and see how it turns out. And hope you like it. See you on the other side. I'm going to be pencils, inks, and then coloring it in with Derwent Inktense pencils. All right, thanks. Okay, I'm using the 6B again. And misspelling words. I decided to have the tagline at the bottom. I love that misspelled. Distaste. At least I catch it before I ink it. The 6B is definitely harder for me to erase, but I think it makes it a little easier for you all to see it. I've got a mechanical eraser somewhere around here. I'll find it. Not today. Got her hair. I tend to adjust things when I ink too. So that those first, the KEE, just drive me a little nuts, doesn't really erase. So I add in a burst to try and cover that up. I think it works. We'll see that in a bit. Here we go. Did I spell it correctly? Yes. This is 4 times speed, by the way. Swoosh. I put a little flower on her shirt. The front foot. The brass. Oh, and the big ass sword, I used 1 millimeter and then 0.4 for everything else. So I'm erasing. No mishaps. And I pull out the 0.1 millimeter. Add some cross hatching. A little bit more depth. I want these doodles to be quick and casual, but at the same time, I feel like I'm, adding a lot to the note that I'm going to send people. I just want you to see that it doesn't take all day to add a little bit of love to notes for your friends. Made her a red head. Or an orange head. This is the baked earth for the Caucasian skin color. Right here. Oh, that's the yellow. And then the waterworks. Makes everything pop. It becomes a little bit of a paint by number. When I reach up, that's me trying to get a little bit of the excess color off the brush. If I don't do that, it ends up making a lot of stuff muddy. Some paint spray. And there you go. Well, there you have it. Big ass swords, keeping people at a distance since they were made of wood and shaped like sticks. So I hope you enjoyed that and got a little bit some ideas on how to doodle your own swords, which can come in handy, especially if you play a lot of Dungeons and Dragons like me. But embellish. Send postcards to people, embellish them, doodle on them, give people a little bit extra. means a lot, especially now. The more you can interact with people and not in the digital realm, I think is pretty good. So, you know, we can't get together, we can't hang out with as many people as we'd like, but, you know, show people that you care. Buy a stamp. I think they're 55 cents. I've been getting the forever ones, but I think they're 55 cents now a stamp. And just send it out, say hello, tell them you love them, and send that, you know, slightly physical long-distance hug to people. So, love you all. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. I'm always willing to answer any questions that people have. But please like, share, and subscribe. And hit the bell icon so you can know when I post things. Currently, I'm trying to do one every day. And so this is day 16. So coming along so far. So hope you all are doing great and doing the best you can. And you know, every day that you make it through is a win right now, I think. But hang in there. We got this. We can do it. We got it. Take it easy.